Hey team, this is the circuit one, so this will be the general format. So we'll be hitting most movement patterns. Won't require any equipment. We're just gonna go through the whole thing. So with our first exercise, we're gonna do a single leg bridge. So for the first one, we'll start in a lying position. Now this exercise we're using to build up the back of the legs, so your calves, your hamstrings, and your glutes. So the first thing I have you do is you're gonna rest your head, legs start bent, 90 degrees. You're going to raise your hips off the ground, keeping your chest, ribs low. When you're ready, you're going to lift one leg off the ground, and this is when we get into the movement. So going down with the hips, and then pushing all the way until the hip fully straightens. So that will be the first exercise. The movement is going to be right here. So after you finish your single leg bridges on each leg, we're going to switch into a push-up position, and we'll be performing push-ups. So a couple things to note with your push-ups, we're gonna spread your fingers out wide. Your hands will be about shoulder width apart. So when you're ready, you're gonna lift off of your knees. I want you to pull your toes upwards towards your hands. And then with your shoulders, I want you to scoop them down and back. So you're trying not to shrug like this, scooping down and back. And then we'll go ahead, trying to break that 90-degree angle with your elbows and coming back up. So this will be your second movement, following the bridges. After you finish your push-ups, we're gonna bring it up to your feet. So just body weight, working on your squat pattern. So we're doing squats for this next one. So we're gripping the ground with your feet. You're gonna have a full contact on both feet. We're gonna go down. So you're looking at how your knees are tracking with your toes. So you don't want any caving into the knees. Going straight in line with your toes on the way down and on the way up. Chest stays up, nice and tall. All right. After the squats, we're going to come into a hip width stance, so bring your feet in, going into calf raises. So I'm going to have you do a higher repetition for this one to get a strengthening of your endurance on the calves. So with this, we're pushing through the toes at the top position, trying to raise your heels up as high as you can off the floor to get a good contraction. And then the last one, we're going to finish with a lunge variation. So still staying in that hip width position, we're going to place your hands on your hips. I'm going to have you step backwards into a reverse lunge, and then same leg is going to step forward for the prescribed amount of reps here. So we're going to keep stepping back and stepping forward. Once you're finished, you're going to switch to the opposite leg, step forward, and step back to finish out the circuit number one.